Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, your favorite tarot reader, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the tea others have shared about you. Have you ever felt like someone's secretly against you, where there's a weird energy there and you just can't figure out why? Well, that happened to me recently with friendship drama, and I know you love a little tea, so I'll share without giving too much away. And let me tell you, what I discovered completely shocked me. To get clarity, I tried something that actually works thanks to today's video partner, Psychic Source. Some friends of mine started having their own conversations without me. At first, I tried to not take it personally, but then the little petty, passive aggressive comments and jabs started. Someone else pointed this out to me, and I realized something is off. So that's when I booked 3 different psychics and Psychic Source to see if I'd get similar messages, and I did. The first psychic told me that one of them basically stopped me from growing the other friendships and that they're not real friends. The second psychic said something very similar, that they're fake, shallow, jealous, and that I intimidate them, which I didn't expect. She said that they act helpful but aren't really supportive, which is such weird behavior in my opinion. Now, the third psychic told me something that literally blew my mind. She revealed that gossip twisted how they saw me and that others' lies had affected the group dynamic. And I just don't get why you would believe somebody else's lies over asking me the truth. Suddenly, I could see my blind spots and who I couldn't trust. I didn't want to stop with just one reading. I wanted to be sure. After talking to all the 3 different psychics, what amazed me was how their insights lined up. Each one gave me a piece of the puzzle that helped me see the bigger picture. That is the beauty of Psychic Source. You're not limited to one style or one perspective. You can choose how you want your reading, whether by phone, video, or chat, whatever feels most comfortable. And because only 2% of applicants are accepted, you know you're connecting with someone truly gifted. And if it doesn't resonate, they have a satisfaction guarantee. Their accuracy was scary in the best way. They knew exactly what happened as if they were there, and it helped me see the situation clearly. If you need answers like me about love, career, or anything in life, Psychic Source is hooking up new customers in my community with a special deal. Use my code Siren at trypsychicsource.com/siren when checking out, or you can use my link in the description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. For a limited time, you can get 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. No other service comes close to offering this kind of deal. Don't wait, find the clarity you need today. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity, which I really respect and admire. Thank you to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. So getting back to your pile selection, for pile 1 we have the Unikite crystal with the Hermit card. For pile 2 we have Black Tourmaline with the 8 of Swords. And for pile 3 we have Thunder Egg with the Moon reverse. So take a look at the piles we have and see which one you're most drawn to. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So once you are done picking a pile, you can find your timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose the Unikite crystal and the Hermit card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the tea others are sharing about you, so please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards. So spirit guides of pile 1, please tap me into the energy of the tea on them. And please show me what tea are others sharing about my pile 1s. What is the tea other people are sharing about them? We have the Temperance card. We have the Page of Wands. The Four of Cups reverse. The Page of Pentacles reverse. And we have Strength reverse. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing here is you seem kind of intimidating to others, and so when people are sharing like gossip or tea on you, it's kind of like they're a little bit scared of you. And so because they're a little bit intimidated by you, they watch their mouth. So let's see what they're actually sharing. I also get that you're highly energetically protected. So when someone maybe like lies about you, spreads rumors, spread things that are not true. Not that I'm seeing that, but I just get that you're energetically protected in the sense of if people were to gossip about you in an unjust way, they would get a lot of karma. Or perhaps even get exposed. Maybe their reputation ruined, something like that. So I'm seeing a Sagittarius speak about you. This person seems to be speaking very negatively about you, if I had to say so frankly. This person is acting as though they don't give a F. Acting as though they would kind of like say a bunch of like rude, nasty things to your face, not just behind your back. But I get that if they were to be in front of your face and find out about the things you said, like let's say, find out about the things they said, they would be like very remorseful in front of you. So I get that this person's kind of like cowardly in your face, but acting as though they're not like that, acting as though they'd say these things to your face. So I'm seeing them kind of like show a middle finger, which is showing that maybe they speak about you from like this nasty negative place. I'll try to figure out what's being said. So for some of you, this person is angry about things not growing between the two of you, like let's say a relationship, a friendship. Maybe they wanted to grow something with you, and because it didn't, they're blaming it all on you. For others of you, I see that this person is entitled and wanted something from you, but because you had your boundaries up and because you didn't give in to what they wanted, they're now kind of running their mouth because, again, they're entitled and they believe you should have given them this thing. And for others of you, I'm seeing that you could have possibly rejected this person because I see this person trying to like make either romantic or sexual advances, and I see you rejecting them, pushing them away, and they're angry because of that. Now, I also see people saying that you come across as someone like very reserved, very shy. You seem to not like speak a lot at first, so people kind of assume you're shy. But people also say that they wouldn't mess with you. People also say that they wouldn't want to do anything that would be considered morally incorrect in front of you because you would judge them for it. I don't know if you would actually judge them, but this is what they're saying. People are also saying that you seem to be keeping certain things to yourself, keeping things private about your life. You seem to have like boundaries up and you're not letting people cross those boundaries. You're also quite mysterious in a way, and I feel like people do try to get deeper information on you or information on you that others don't already know. Because you're so mysterious, it's like they want to get more tea. So I see some people even like asking questions about you to others that know you to try get information on you, to try get tea, to make it seem like they know you more than the average person does. Another thing people say is that they will never get bored around you. It's always a good fun time around you, and you're possibly someone that can be spontaneous, can be a lot of fun to be around. And I feel like this is someone close to you where they say like they can spend days and days and days with you and it just never gets dry or boring. You have a friend that went on nights out with you, like partying, things like that, and they're talking about those stories with you and the kind of like pleasure and indulgence that you guys had. But these are good stories. These are kind of like funny stories of what went down between the two of you that night. Because I'm seeing even like the Hangover movie in my mind's eye. So maybe you and this person kind of have like crazy stories of things that went down that they're kind of like sharing with people. Okay, I am getting now another energy from another person. And this person, I'm getting Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, water sign energy, and this person seemed to have some kind of romantic interest in you, but they are very insecure and they have a lot of self-worth wounds. It's almost like they didn't believe they were worthy of your attention or your desire. And this person is telling people kind of like a story of like the one that got away. It seems as though they wanted you. I don't know if this is the same person, but it feels like a different person from what I previously mentioned. And this person is basically telling people that they wanted you, that you were their dream woman or man. And things seemed so promising, and now it kind of feels like they're trying to find you again or get you back. It seems like things didn't work out between the two of you and they still want this. But for them, they are asking people if they're kind of like silly for feeling this way. And maybe some people feel like an illusion is breaking where maybe this person thinks that you're meant to be together, but it's not actually like that, like kind of like a delusion. So some people are talking about this person and you and saying that this person's delusional and that you don't even want them. So that's what's coming through. Someone quit smoking or drinking or something, or some kind of bad habit if it's not that. And people are talking about it. This is random, but people are talking about the length of the heels you wear if you wear heels as a woman. Specifically like stiletto heels. If you wear like very tall heels, people are talking about that. They're saying that they like the sound your heels make when you walk, but that they always know it's you walking because of the sound of your heels or the sound of your walk. And they're saying that you seem like very classy and like well dressed because of this. And the thing is, like, you're fun, but you're also kind of like classy in a way. Like, if you were to go out on a night out, you'd probably like drink wine and have fun, but not like go too far with like the drinking and all that. So I'm seeing people say that about you. That like the way you carry yourself is very elegant. Some people have some type of sexual desire towards you and think you are kind of yummy in a way. They want a taste of you and they're telling other people like what they would do to you if they got the chance to. This is not an 18 plus reading, but let me just say, if you are a woman, well, even if you're a man, they could like your chest area and your legs. And I see them kind of like fanning themselves when thinking about you or talking about you because you're so hot to them. People are also talking about what you've recently been doing to change your look or kind of like adjust your physical appearance or look. Like maybe this has to do with the way you're dressing. Maybe it has to do with hairstyles. It could be anything, but I'm even seeing like someone change the shape of their brows or like dye their hair a different color or something about like changing the appearance or the look. So people are definitely talking about that. People are talking about the fact that you seem like the type of person with more of a luxurious lifestyle, or you seem to want that. Like luxury things. Liking comfort. I'm getting like that Taurus energy of like liking luxury and comfort. People are talking about some kind of heartbreak situation. So if you recently cut somebody out and it really broke your heart, people could be speaking about that. People are saying like you're too attractive for this person. If it wasn't like romantic, then maybe you're too good for this person anyways. Like, you might be sad about it right now, or you might have been sad about it back then, but it seems like you have like many good experiences to look forward to. Your life kind of doesn't revolve around this person, is what they're saying. Like, your life, you will move on and you will find things to kind of like find the joy in, if that makes sense, even if you're sad about it in this moment. People are saying that you're rare to find someone like you. And people are also saying that you are finding like this new era or version of you where you're coming back sharper and more attractive and more clear than ever. Like, you have more clarity. It's kind of like you're coming back with a bang or a twist, where you're kind of like reintroducing yourself to people or finding your spark again or something like that. Kind of like having a glow up to internally, mentally, physically. Maybe you're reaching your peak in some way. Okay, someone has been through a situation with another person where this person seemed to be very dominant and this person seemed to be very aggressive. And whatever this person did to cross your physical boundaries, it's like it scared you. This person's aggression scared you. And it's like they're saying either that you need to get away from this person or that they're glad you got away from this person. They're concerned about you. I don't think this will resonate with everybody, but if you do resonate, if other people are noticing this, then it's best to protect your peace and try get away from the situation if possible, because, you have to think about your own safety. Let's pull some more cards. So next we have the Ten of Pentacles showing up reverse. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Someone is saying that someone that wronged you is going to regret what they did because they've lost you, because they lost a good thing. The Justice card reverse. Someone here has experienced injustices or things that have kind of been like unfair, and someone is like seeing it from your perspective, putting themselves in your shoes with the Hangman reverse. Even though this hasn't happened to them, they're kind of putting themselves into your shoes and like seeing you, seeing your emotions, seeing you with compassion and saying you didn't deserve to go through that, saying that that was unfair for you to go through, whatever the situation was. Someone is whispering and gossiping very sneakily about the fact that somebody lied to you, or the fact that someone wasn't like showing all their cards, was like moving a little bit deceptively, and perhaps you had a gut feeling about that. Perhaps you sensed something was not right about the situation and you trusted your gut feelings. And it's almost like some kind of truth came out about the situation and people are realizing that you were right, your gut feelings were right. Like you weren't just making it up in your head. And people are saying that your intuition is on point, that you're a good judge of character. There could possibly be an Aquarius that's speaking about you, and this Aquarius seems to be evil eyeing you when they speak about you. Know that you are protected energetically from this, like I said before. But you may have an idea of who this is, even if it's not an Aquarius, but I'm just getting Aquarius energy from them. I'm getting that they are saying something about your belongings are fake. So let's say you wear like a certain type of handbag, brand name or something, and they're saying it's fake. Or they're saying like something about you looks fake, but it's not necessarily true. Maybe they're just jealous of you and then they're saying you're fake, or saying you look fake, or saying your items or like belongings are fake, just to try and make themselves feel better. It's like that thing of, when someone's so beautiful, where they have like this amazing looking body, and people are always saying that this person got surgery and that their body's not natural, but come to find out their body is actually natural and people are just jealous. Or let's say this person has, you know, a very beautiful face and people are saying they got work done, but they didn't even. And even if they did, like, what's the issue here? But it's almost like this person, if it's not saying you look fake, it's saying your belongings are fake, this person. And it seems like this person's trying to put their nose in your business where it doesn't belong. Yeah, so I just sense a lot of envy and jealousy from this person. There is also someone that appears to be almost like an energy vampire. I keep seeing this energy around you since the beginning of your reading. I just didn't know what it was exactly, and now it's starting to make sense. This person is talking to a group of people, and they're stealing your energy through talking about you. So I want you to really protect your energy and protect yourself from deception. It seems like this person is spreading lies about you. Like, the more they talk about you, the more they get their fix. It's like they enjoy speaking about you. It's like they're obsessed with you, where they just have to continue speaking about you. It's a little bit pathetic and sad, to be honest, because it's like they're getting their fix from it. But anyways, I just sense that this person's kind of like pulling on your energy when they speak about you. So Spirit really wants you to call back your energy and protect your energy from energy vampires by maybe like saying a mantra or prayer saying that, you know, my energy is mine, my energy is not for others to take. Call back your energy and your power. Something like that would be very good for you energetically. So this person seems to be very vengeful, this energy vampire, and I see them sharing photos of you for some reason. For some of you, this could be a family member because I'm seeing a DNA strand. Or they could be talking to their family about you. This person tries to seem innocent in the situation when they talk about you, but they leave out what they did wrong. You know, that kind of person that subtly leaves out what they did to almost like change the other person's opinion or perspective. But if they were to tell that person what they did, the whole story would change. They know that if they had to tell them what they did, the other person wouldn't take their side. And so they're intentionally leaving that part out to make you look bad. But I am hearing that the real people in your life will know what's truth and what's not, will know your character. I am seeing you get a lot of attention from people. A lot of people like to talk about you. A lot of people see you as like this glamorous person. It's kind of like you're in the spotlight of their conversations, and a lot of people tend to put you on a pedestal and speak about you as if they were speaking about a celebrity. Like there's all this energy of like putting you on a pedestal, seeing you with glamour, seeing you shine in a way. And a lot of people are just like giving you praise when they speak about you, saying things they love about you, saying how much they look up to you. A lot of people feel inspired by you as well. And a lot of people see your confidence too, and they're talking about it. They wish they could be that confident in situations where maybe they doubt themselves. Okay, so now I'm seeing someone like forcefully try to get you to open up, but it's not coming from a good place. It's more so coming from a place of like forcefully trying to get information out of you, or forcefully trying to get you to do something you don't want to do or share something you don't want to share. This person feels very invasive and they're not respecting your boundaries. And each time they try to force something out of you, it seems to backfire on them. They seem to get some kind of like instant karma. And it seems like every time this person speaks about you, they're picking you and your life apart in some way, but it's not coming from a good intent. It's coming from more of an invasive intent. I'm hearing like exploitative. I keep getting the energy of like you saying no to people, you setting boundaries with people, you not letting people force you to do something you don't want to do, you not letting people invade on your space or your boundaries, and you keep those walls up when it's necessary. So people are praising the fact that even like when people try to convince you, you're still going to say no. A no is a no. And you're not going to get this person to change their mind. People like that stubbornness because you know how sometimes you're put in a situation where someone keeps begging for something and then you eventually say yes because maybe you feel bad. You're not doing that. So people respect that about you. When your no is a no, it's not going to change. A lot of people are secretly watching you and telling other people what they see. And it seems like they're trying to guess information about you and then they talk about what they guess your life is like or what they guess you're like as a person. I do see someone trying to use divination to get information about you. I'm not sure who this person is, but I do see that. And they may be using divination that is seen as quite dangerous. Like I'm seeing a Ouija board in my mind's eye. And as a psychic, like I would never connect to those. So it seems like this person doesn't know what they're doing. Or perhaps they're going to a psychic or something to get information on you. Someone here just found out they're pregnant or just announced their pregnancy and people are talking about it. Or people are suspecting when you will have children. And again, if you have told people like you're not ready to have children, again, there's like a little bit of an invasive energy there. But if you are planning to have kids, then maybe people are talking about that and wondering when that would happen potentially. If you've made Halloween plans with somebody, or if someone like wants to invite you to a Halloween party or event or something, some kind of celebration, they're talking about it, talking about the plans, because I'm seeing like a bunch of Halloween decorations and pumpkins, and I'm recording this in September, so I guess you'll see if that happens. Or maybe if you celebrated Halloween last year, maybe they're speaking about it like what happened last year because they're preparing for Halloween this year. Okay, a lot of people believe that some kind of wish you've made is going to come true and this is going to be life-changing. And something about this is going to kind of set you free, is going to show you some kind of truth you've never seen about yourself, a good truth. So a lot of people wish for you to succeed, wish for you to be rewarded with success, good luck, good blessings. And I am getting a lot of like sexual energies, a lot of people being attracted to you, a lot of people saying they would want to sleep with you. I don't know why that's coming through like that, but it is. So that's what I see. And someone is saying that someone that like wronged you deserves to be punished for that. I don't know like how, but that's what I'm hearing. So that is all I have for you, pile number 1. Now I'm going to just check if I can get any more like zodiac signs or initials for the people that are speaking about you. So Spirit, please show me zodiac signs and initials of those that are speaking about pile 1 besides the ones we've already mentioned. So I'm seeing the initial I, R, J, H. I'm seeing medicine. This person could be dealing with some kind of illness right now or could be healing internally. I'm seeing a snake, which shows someone with a theme of temptation. And I'm seeing air sign energy as well. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I'm seeing earphones. So someone that speaks about you could use earphones a lot. I'm seeing a stoner speak about you. I'm also seeing someone speak about you that's like very into fitness, health, the gym. And someone that potentially wants your help or wants to help you in a situation. Also like someone that's creative. I'm also seeing the initial V, H again. I'm seeing someone's behind area, so someone could be speaking about your booty, how good your body looks. I'm also seeing a feather, seeing the initial E, D, zodiac sign Libra, Aries, Pisces, and Scorpio. And I'm seeing someone with like a villainous energy, like I'm seeing villain characters in movies. So that is all I have for you. I do hope this resonated and gave you some insights into the tea about you. I really hope I also like made it clear who was speaking about you. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Hi pal 2, if you chose the Black Tourmaline Crystal and the Eight of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the tea that's being shared about you. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards. So I'm hearing the song, I Need a Hero. So perhaps you're in a situation where you kind of feel stuck with the Eight of Swords, where you kind of feel helpless, almost powerless in the situation, like the circumstances are bigger than what you can do. And perhaps you're needing help from somebody. So let's see what else I can get. We have the Four of Pentacles. Perhaps this could be money related, or it could be stability related. The Emperor reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, for a lot of you, it could be money related. The Six of Cups. And we have the Seven of Wands reverse. Something about the way you're going to handle this situation, even though you feel powerless and stuck right now, is going to transform your reputation, where you kind of get points in the sense of people look at you not necessarily in a different light, but in a more positive light because of the way you react to the situation. I see you taking some kind of risk or leap of faith where you don't know if this risk is going to lead to you failing or, succeeding in some way, but something about the risk you're going to take is coming up, and people are perhaps talking about that or going to speak about that in the future. Even though you seem to feel powerless right now and you seem to not know what to do in this situation, you do have more strength and resilience than you think you do. And I do see people saying that. So some people want to kind of pour into you and help you right now, or be emotionally supportive as you're going through this difficult period right now. And they're advising other people to be emotionally supportive too. So this could be a friend, a family member, or someone that's just close to you that cares about you and is trying to gather up some kind of support for you. If you have kids, people are talking about your family unit. They are saying that you seem to be a very organized mother or father. You have a lot going on and they don't know how you do it all. You seem to just have your priorities straight. You seem to be able to get everything done. And even if you don't have kids, maybe people are saying this about you. If you resonate with it, like you have a lot on your plate, but you still know how to manage everything almost in a way that seems perfect, and they don't know how you do it. And they see you being like very attentive towards your kids, where you're playing with them, where you're watching them. You're not just like letting them play on their own. Something about that's coming through. And if it's not kids, then it could be, being very attentive towards your money, your career, your stability, your relationship, the people around you. Maybe you are kind of like very maternal or giving or nurturing in some way. I keep seeing people say that you're a very organized, prepared person. You're prepared for everything, any situation. You're probably someone that makes a lot of lists. You're probably someone that just seems to have their life together. You seem put together. And I'm seeing this in like a corporate setting where, let's say you have a meeting or some kind of project to do, or some kind of like idea to propose to, you know, your company. It seems like you have everything written down. You know what you're going to say. You speak in a very polished way. It's kind of like you're very convincing with your ideas. And you just seem on top of things. So people in the corporate world, like your coworkers, your boss could be speaking about you like that. Like you stay on top of things. But other people too. But I'm mainly seeing like career-wise, like coworkers and stuff like that speak about you. So I see some people whispering about you in a more negative, envious way. I see a lot of envious people in your pile, and they're kind of like whispering to the other person about you. But this seems to be like more negative, jealous gossip. Gonna try tap into what this is exactly. So, you know when you see a pretty woman and some people project onto her this idea of her just because she's pretty, where they're like making fun of her, being like, oh, I don't want to do this because my nail's gonna break. I'm seeing that kind of energy. Even if you're a man watching, I guess just take it how it would resonate for you. But I'm seeing like a lot of projections just because of your look. So let's say you're very attractive and people are like, oh, this person probably is like very shallow, superficial just because you're attractive. Then they project that onto you, you know, to make themselves feel better. I'm seeing that kind of energy of like just looking at you, not knowing you, and then projecting onto you, projecting some kind of idea onto you that may not even be true. Some people are saying that you don't need to work as hard as you do, but it's coming from a place of envy because they don't feel like they're working hard towards their goals. So they're almost like being like, oh, why are you working so hard? Like, you know, kind of trying to make it seem like you're weird for working too hard because they feel insecure about their own work ethic. So I'm seeing that too. I'm seeing something as simple as like you walk into a place and you're wearing sunglasses and people think you're hiding that you're maybe drunk or something. Like I'm just seeing a lot of projections that may not be true being placed onto you through gossip. Like people making assumptions that may not even be true but saying it to other people. Which is very nasty because like how can you say something about someone and not even know if it's true? Now you're spreading this narrative or idea, you know. I don't like that people are doing that to you, but like I said, it comes from the intention of envy. So you have a lot of envious people around you. So just be careful. Some people are almost like smirking at your situation, laughing at the fact that you're in this situation. And this is the envious people. Laughing at the fact that you're in a situation where you're struggling right now, or where you're not yourself right now, or you're feeling stuck right now, or powerless or helpless. It's almost like they're taking joy in the fact that you're going through pain or going through a hard situation because they've always secretly wanted you to fall or fail. But it's almost like when you get out of that situation, you're going to have this big transformation. You're going to come back more powerful than ever, and they're kind of going to eat their words. That's what I see in the future vision. Or perhaps this is already happening. Maybe you're getting out of that stuck place. Maybe you're finding your power again in a situation that made you feel powerless. Take it how it resonates, but something like that's coming through here. Okay, there is someone that's talking about you that seems to have a very condescending way of speaking to people and speaking about people. They seem to think that they are better than people. They seem to think that they're smarter than everyone, and they look down on everyone in terms of intelligence. They think that they're smart and everybody around them is dumb and stupid. And that's not true because, I mean, like, if you look at the way other people are speaking about you, they say that you're very much on top of things all the time. So it seems like this person said something to you, and I feel like they were hinting at something but not being totally clear or communicative with what they were hinting at, and perhaps you wanted clarity or to kind of figure out if this is what they mean. And it's almost like they're saying to other people, why are they not getting the hint? But maybe it's not that you're not getting it. Maybe you're just trying to find clarification if this is what they mean, because they're being very vague with the way they're wording things. And so it's almost like they're acting as though you're too dumb to understand what they're saying or hinting at, which is totally far from the truth, because you're just looking for that clarity, right? So I don't like the way this person's speaking about you, and I don't think that's true, so please don't take that personally, but that is what I'm seeing. Only take that if it resonates. I don't feel like that's for everybody. I'm even seeing this energy of like someone starting to eat healthy and everybody around them's like starting to act weird around them, like starting to try to tempt them with food and being like, oh, why are you eating that salad? Why don't you eat like us? Like, I'm seeing that type of energy. It doesn't have to be with healthy eating, but you could be doing something different from the crowd, from everybody else. And it's like, because you're not abiding to not necessarily social rules, but like, since you're not really doing what everybody else is doing, they're kind of like trying to get you to just be like them and follow the crowd, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's very weird that you have like a lot of envious people almost trying to get you to partake in the same bad habits as them. There is somebody, I don't want this reading to be so negative, but there is somebody that wants to fight with you or had some kind of fight or conflict with you, but it seemed as though every time they tried to take shots at you, either physically or verbally, you avoided it, or you kind of like ducked away from it, metaphorically. Like whatever shots they were trying to throw at you didn't affect you or harm you in any way. And it seems like this person is still trying to go on and on and on and on about this conflict. And people around them are getting tired of them because they keep speaking about you and they keep wanting to pick a fight with you and say this to you and say that to you. And it's getting pretty old and annoying at this point to other people around them. Someone here is a doctor, and people are speaking about it, or people speak about the job that you do, or about you having a good job or something like that, or your degrees even. There are some nosy people that are kind of snooping. This is not with malicious intent. This is more like a curiosity, like snooping around, trying to see what's going on in your life, and then spreading gossip and tea about it. People are saying that you're very meticulous. You have this attention to detail that most people overlook or don't notice. Like, again, you're very on top of things. So people are looking up to you for that trait that you have. It's like you don't miss things that other people would miss, like little details or little mistakes or something like that. Like, you're very on top of things. Some people might even say perfectionistic. People are also talking about your goals, saying that you're working slowly towards your goals and you're not necessarily rushing to get there, but you're going the slow, practical route because you want the results to be long lasting. You don't just want quick, fast results that are going to go away quickly. So I don't know what this is in regards to. It could be in regards to anything, but this is what they're saying. Okay, so I'm seeing a situation where you were in some kind of friendship trio for some of you. Only take this if it resonates. And these two friends seem to kind of like become closer than you were to them. Kind of like, you know, in friendship trios where like one person almost feels like the other two are like becoming really close and maybe like not inviting them out as much and stuff like that. I kind of see a situation like that. So you kind of saw that behavior and you decided to distance yourself from these two, and it seems like they're talking about you, gossiping about you behind your back. It seems like this other person and you, not that you were like involved in this, but this other person was kind of like trying to fight over this other friend where they wanted to be friends with this person and almost like take that friend away from you, which is like, I don't know, a little bit like strange that they're doing that. Like, why become so possessive over a friend? But it's almost like you let go of that tug and war and you let this person have it. And if it's not in terms of a friendship setting, then maybe it's like someone else that wanted someone around you and they kept like pushing to have that person, and then you just let go and you're like, okay, whatever, if you want that person so badly, then have them. I'm seeing that type of energy, and it's now like this person's offended that you didn't fight harder. I don't know, that's so weird. That's what I see. It's like this person, the person in the middle, secretly enjoyed like two people fighting over them. If it was not like a friendship thing, then it could have been like an ex you had or something where like this other person wanted them and they wanted both of you to fight for them. Does that make sense? I'm seeing like a situation like that. Some people are saying that you're a very like early bird, like you're a morning person, you wake up early and you get things done. People admire your consistency and they think you're going to create a lot of financial stability from that and financial independence from that because of the fact that you get up early and you get things done. But not only that, you're going to get far in life because of that. Not just financially, but something about that's coming through. Like people are saying you're very productive. And even if you're experiencing scarcity now, that's not going to be your situation forever. So next we have the King of Swords reverse, the Fool reverse. We have the Nine of Cups reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, and the Lovers reverse. So Spirit is truly advising you not to tell people your goals, not to tell people your wishes or what you want to do next, your plans, because there are some people preying on your downfall, praying that you don't get what you want because they're in situations where they're not either getting what they want or going after what they want. They're too afraid to take a risk here with the Fool reverse. So just try to refrain from telling people things until it's happened, because their energy could sort of influence the situation. I don't know if you've ever like had situations where you tell people about like plans and then once you tell them those plans fall through, or you get into a new connection and it seems promising and all of a sudden you tell people and now that person stops speaking to you. So just be careful of evil eye is what I'm seeing, because I do think your energy is protected, but I feel like if you tell people about it, you kind of involve their energy in it and you don't want that. Because I see some people like smiling in your face, pretending that they're happy for you, for your wins, but secretly like they despise that. It's like secretly they don't want you to do better than them. So just be very careful, because I see these are like just very insecure people. Also, don't tell people about like too much about your relationship if you're in one, because I see like certain jealous people almost like trying to pick it apart. Like let's say you're in a very healthy relationship and you have people around you that are in unhealthy relationships and they see that and they almost don't believe it. And then they try to pick your relationship apart to try find the flaw. Like I'm even seeing not just your relationship but your life. It's almost like sometimes your life seems too perfect to others, or you seem too perfect to others, where they try to like pick you apart or pick your life apart and find the flaws within that. So that's what I see. Like just refrain from telling people like too personal things. People are saying that you're a very serious, responsible type of person, that you're trying to let your guard down and trust people again, but that you also, someone is saying that you're keeping a door open to a past person. Whether that's true or not, this is what this person's saying. And they're saying that they believe like you're still kind of like not necessarily reaching out to this person from your past, but like keeping an open door for them. Someone is saying you seem to, and this is someone that's like interested in you sexually. They're saying that they think you have a freaky side to you, like a naughty side to you. Someone's saying that your safety and your security is very important to you, like making sure you're in a safe environment, making sure, like maybe your home or apartment has certain security things like a camera in case, because maybe you don't want to get robbed, or something like that. Something about security and safety being important to you. Okay, someone is using the fact that you got drunk like on a night out, and maybe you were kind of like a little bit more clumsy that night, falling over, like maybe you did things you wouldn't have normally done sober that night, and it's almost like this person is using that against you, which I don't really like or respect, because like let's say you go out with people and they're your friends, they're supposed to almost like take care of you and protect you in that situation and not use it against you. I'm seeing a situation where you were in a relationship. This seems to be a past situation, like romantic situation, and this person made it seem like they were going to commit to you, but then they instead chose somebody else. People are talking about that, but bad mouthing the person that did that to you. You always seem to be one step ahead of other people, and you seem to like play your cards right, make the right moves. That's what I'm seeing people say. Okay, I don't know why these messages are coming through as like more negative. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like get positive information from spirit, but again, like there's a lot of jealous energies here, so I'm not surprised. I'm seeing the situation where this very religious person, like almost, you know, those people that are like too religious, where they, it's not that I'm disrespecting any type of religion, but you know those people that have like religious fears where they're like, oh, this person's gonna burn in hell if they don't do this, you know, like that extremity of it. I'm seeing someone almost like say they're afraid that you're going to burn in hell because you're doing this, or because, I don't know, like it's a weird energy, but that's what I see. So strange. You also seem to be someone that takes what you have. It could be an ordinary item and you make it better. You make it special to you. So I see someone like taking, for example, their makeup bag and it's just plain, but maybe they bedazzle it to make it look pretty. So it doesn't have to be bedazzling per se, but maybe you take like ordinary items and you know how to like make it better in a way, like almost give it a makeover. Or maybe you know how to like take an ordinary outfit and make it from basic to glam or something. You have some kind of like subtle power about you that you don't always show to others. And some people are saying that you're not really paying much attention to your social life right now because you're focusing on your goals, and you may also be doing certain things that allow you to save money. Like I'm seeing someone, for example, they're in university and they're eating like a lot of ramen noodles because maybe they want to save a little bit of money or something like that. So I'm seeing situations like that where either you're making sacrifices to do with your social life or to do with like spending habits right now to make your situation better because you're focusing on goals. Someone is so happy that you kept a promise you made to them. And people are talking about the fact that you have a nice signature. So random, I know, but that's what I see. You guys are very also like tempting and alluring to others, and that's what people are saying when they gossip about you. And when someone like gives you their heart, it's like very hard to get over you or to stop feeling that way about you. There's just something special about you, that when people fall in love with you, it's like hard to stop themselves from falling for you. So that could potentially be someone that's in love with you saying that, or other people that have noticed that. I'm hearing thank me later, so perhaps you do certain favors for people and then you're like, thank me later. Even if you don't say that, maybe you know that they will be thankful later. I also hear you're very welcoming, especially like when people come to your home. Like you offer them food, drinks, like you're very warm and inviting and all of that. Something about having very good dental hygiene or very nice teeth. And I see people looking at photos of you and talking about that. Also, someone thought they would have a place in your life and they thought they would stick metaphorically to you and to your life. But every time they tried, it's like they got unstuck. Like, every time they tried to get close to you, it's like it never worked. They thought it would work, but it never worked. So I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through for me clairvoyantly. And you also seem to be like focusing on de-stressing, focusing on like not letting things get to you, focusing on just like continuing to work harder and focus on the important things rather than things that are just going to bring you down. So people are saying you just seem unbothered lately, like even though you may be going through like not the best situation, you're making the most of it. And there are some people that look up to that. Even though there was like a lot of jealous energies here, I do get that some people look up to you for, you know, your independence, for the fact that you're not letting things get to you, even though you're going through some things at the moment, or that you have gone through things, and the fact that you're staying focused and you're kind of just being organized, staying on top of things. Some people look up to that and admire that about you. So yeah, that's all I have for you in terms of the tea that people are kind of like spreading about you. So now I'm just going to take a look at some zodiac signs and some initials for the people that are speaking about you, so that you can get more insights into who's speaking about you. I'm seeing the initial T, I, X. I'm seeing a Chanel logo, so maybe someone that wears Chanel or likes Chanel. I'm seeing someone that smokes. I'm seeing glasses, like reading glasses or just glasses in general. I'm seeing someone that's like very into like nature and being environmentally friendly. I'm definitely seeing co-workers. The initial C is coming through. V. A. O. T again and C again. E. L. P. And H. As well as B. So in terms of zodiac signs, I'm seeing Leo, Virgo, Pisces. I'm seeing you step on someone's glasses with heels. So metaphorically, that makes me think that you're like rising above this negative gossip and you're almost like gonna come back with like a bang where people like know not to mess with you. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that metaphorically. Also seeing Gemini. The fire signs in general, but specifically Leo is coming through very strongly. and Taurus. So that is all I have for you. I really hope this resonated, and I hope I gave you insights into who's speaking about you as well. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Hi, Pal 3. If you chose the Thunder Egg Crystal and the Moon Reverse, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the tea that's being shared about you by others. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards now. So I am seeing that this pile is very intuitive, and you may already intuitively know what's being said about you and who's speaking about you. You may get gut feelings about that. You may dream about it, get signs about it, or just sense maybe like hear a ringing in your ear when somebody speaks about you or something. But I am also getting that you can see and predict into the future. Perhaps people are speaking about your intuitive abilities, especially if you talk about it or kind of like reveal that to people. People could be speaking about how impressive this actually is. Some people that maybe don't always believe at first may be a little bit skeptical, but once they see your abilities for themselves, maybe they start to actually like be a little bit scared but impressed at the same time. If people do know that you're intuitive, perhaps when they speak about you, there is a fear that comes with that, where it's like, I don't know if they're actually really intuitive or not, or if they're just saying that, but if they are, will they know that I'm speaking about them? There's a kind of fear that attaches to them where they're scared you would intuitively just know what they're saying. What I do also want to say with the moon reverse is be careful of telling people your secrets. Be careful of oversharing, because I see someone maybe not being the most loyal. And I don't get that they're doing this with malicious intent, but I guess that someone around you or a few people are very loose-lipped, and they're not very self-aware of what they can say about another person. So let's say you reveal something that is a secret of yours, or like something very private about yourself or your life. They're not very socially aware where they can grasp that this isn't something I should be sharing with others. And so they're sharing it, not really knowing how much this means to you or how much you want to keep this private or secret. And they're not, again, like very self-aware of their behavior. They think that, okay, I'm just speaking about this, but they're not realizing that they're like revealing secrets of yours or exposing information that you would want to be kept private. And so there's a warning here from Spirit to not trust everyone with your business or with your secrets or with private information, because you don't always know how much they're willing to keep a secret or keep certain things to themselves. But if you know that someone is very good at keeping secrets, then I guess you can trust them a little bit more and let them in. So just be careful about that. I'm going to see what I can get about that energy. So I don't know if I mentioned the cards: 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords reverse, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, and 8 of Cups. And then at the back of the deck, we have the Lovers reverse. So it seems like you revealed to someone something that you did was maybe not the best, but it was kind of like something you were guilty about, or something you did that you were not very proud of, and it seems like they went and told other people. For some of you, I get that. For others of you, I get that this person is texting it to other people, so there may be proof of this. And it could be perhaps about your sex life. Like, let's say you told somebody about a sexual encounter and they're telling other people. I'm seeing that too for some of you. For others of you, it seemed to be that you kind of like talk shit about another person that you didn't like. And it seems like this person has gone and told other people, or the actual person. Very snake behavior, but that's what I see. And something about your hurt or pain or trauma Like, let's say you let a person in and you told them about your trauma or something you've been through, and I don't know if they're using it against you. For some of you, maybe, but it's more so like reopening the wound by going and telling other people, and they should know that, okay, there's a line about like what I should say or not. So I feel like people around you aren't really respecting your boundaries or respecting or even thinking about like, should I say this or should I not? So again, just be careful around people that are loose-lipped. People are gossiping about someone from your past that you walked away from. And you walked away from them to protect your own dignity, for your own self-worth, because you saw that you were above the situation, not in a cocky, egotistical way, but more in a way of like, I don't deserve this. I'm not going to tolerate this kind of behavior. I love you, but I have to distance myself because I love myself. So that's the energy I see here. And it seems like this person, you wanted them to change their behavior, but they didn't change. And it seems like they're still not changing. They're still staying stuck in old pattern cycles, behaviors that pushed you away in the first place. And they're still partaking in that same behavior that pushed you away. People are gossiping about this, saying how this person isn't going to change, and that they see that this person's just continuing old cycles and not growing in any way. They're saying that it's hopeless to try and get this person to change. I see like people around them, like maybe a mother figure of this person or a family member of this person, trying to get this person to grow or change, but it seems hopeless, like this person doesn't listen to them. They're saying you were right for leaving, because if you would have stayed, you would have still dealt with this behavior and they would have not changed. So it's good that you took your self-respect and you left the situation. And even people around this person, like their own family members and friends, are saying that this person didn't deserve you. And you know, when someone's family member or friends takes your side and they're not even your friend, that's when you know that what this person did was really wrong, or how this person is behaving is really wrong, that even the people that should be taking their side aren't taking their side. I'm not saying they should, because obviously if a family member or friend does something wrong, you shouldn't always take their side. You should call them out. But I think you get what I mean when I say some family members or friends like take that person's side. Even if they're wrong, they're not taking that person's side, they're taking your side. So something about that's coming through, and there's a lot of talk about that, a lot of talk about this person. People keep whispering about this person and you, but talking about you in a more positive light. People are saying that you wanted this badly and it didn't work out, but it happened in your best favor, even if it was confusing or even if it was painful at that time. It was for your best interest, because if you were still with this person, you would still be dealing with this, and it was kind of like a blessing in disguise, even if it didn't seem that way at first. Like, things are working out with this person, I mean. Okay, so I'm seeing, you know the movie The Devil Wears Prada? You know, I don't know the character names, but you know how there's like that older lady that is the boss, and then the lady playing that is played by Anne Hathaway. She's kind of like starting out at that company. At first, that older lady kind of like looks down on her and isn't like impressed with her, is kind of like underestimating her, not thinking she would be fit for the job. But later on, she proves her wrong, and she proves that she's even better than other like employees that she has. So this doesn't have to be literal in the sense of a boss, but this could be just someone that underestimated you and is now looking at you in a different light. Because I'm seeing the scene where she looks at her and she's kind of like impressed by what she's doing, and she's like, oh, I didn't think you could do this, like thinking that in her mind probably. So I'm seeing a scene like that where someone's kind of like impressed by you, where they once underestimated you, didn't think you could do it, but you exceeded their expectations, and they're kind of looking at you in a different light now, being like, wow, okay, I see you. I see something different that I never saw before. So that's very positive to see. Even though it's kind of not the greatest that they did underestimate you, they're starting to see you in a different light, which is a good thing. Perhaps they're saying that to people because we are doing a reading about gossip. I'm seeing a Pisces talk about you. There's lots of Pisces coming up in this reading for some reason in all three piles. What is this Pisces saying, Spirit? It seems like they're exposing private information about you as well. Or they could be the one doing it. But I feel like I'm picking up on a different person than what I previously mentioned, because the person I previously mentioned was not self-aware and wasn't doing it maliciously. This person is. This Pisces is. And it seems like this Pisces is almost like trying to make you feel constricted in some way, trying to almost dominate you or dominate the situation and intimidate you in some way. They're almost like talking down on you, making it seem like they're better than you in some way. And this could be through little things like, oh, they woke up so late on this day. Can you believe it? Like, I had to wake them up for this to get up. Like, otherwise they wouldn't have gotten up. Or, oh, can you believe it? They haven't got this project done and it's due tomorrow. Like, I see them kind of like talking down on you on things that they would consider a failure in their own mind. And kind of like making it seem like they're better than you because they don't do those things. But like, let's say you did procrastinate on a project, for example, and you did still get it done, maybe last minute, but it was still done well. Who the F cares? But this person's almost like trying to make it seem like they're better than you for that. So exhausting, but that's what I see. I'm hearing they have a superiority complex. Okay, there is another person. This is a masculine energy. And I guess this would only resonate if you are attracted to men, or if you, like, even if you're a man and you're attracted to men, then I guess this would resonate. Or if you're a woman and you're attracted to men. It seems like there was a man that wanted something more sexual with you, or had like some kind of sexual relationship with you. And it seems like this man is revealing things about your intimate life with them, which is not the greatest thing. I don't like it when people kind of like reveal that they slept with another person or that they did this with this person. I find it very disrespectful, you know, even speaking behind your back about that. But it seems like someone is revealing things you did with them sexually. A man. This man seems to be very like nerdy. I'm hearing you're dead to me, so people are speaking about a situation where someone hurt you, or where you lost your respect for somebody and they are now dead to you. It seems like this person, whoever this is that's dead to you, would have just continued taking and taking and taking from you, where it would have never been enough for them. Like, you know those people, I just got goosebumps as I said that. You know those people where they just take, are entitled, never give back, and then it's never enough. It's always like, oh, you didn't do this for me. Oh, you didn't do this for me. People are kind of glad that you're not giving anything to this person now, because they believe that that person was trying to use you in some way. I just got goosebumps again, so yeah. Something about the timing of things being spoken about. What is this about, Spirit? Because I'm seeing like that time sand thingy in my mind's eye. Some kind of celebration, birthday. If not a birthday, some kind of celebration. People are kind of like counting down to that. a celebration of yours. People are kind of like waiting to see what happens next in your life. I also see people talking about the perfume you're wearing, saying it smells really good. Or if you don't wear perfume, then just like your scent in general. Maybe you smell really good. Maybe your hair smells good. And you could be the type of person where, like, let's say you put on hand lotion, you will offer some to the next person. Let's say you eat gum, you'll offer one to the next person. So you could be generous, like in small little ways, but also big ways too. You always like share what you have with others. Okay, so the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles reverse. I was about to say Queen of Cups reverse. I'll read both card meanings with that. The Nine of Wands reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, and the Chariot. So I'm hearing that you used to be very like in love with the idea of love. You could still possibly be someone that's kind of like a hopeless romantic, wears your heart on your sleeve, loves with depth. Like when you really love someone, you love them and you'll do anything for them. And people could speak about that. But recently, it's like you've become more aware of like who to trust and who not to trust. And you've been careful about like overly romanticizing situations that aren't healthy or good for you in the first place. Or overly romanticizing people that maybe aren't like giving you that same energy back in return. So you've kind of learned to use that lover girl or lover boy energy for people that actually deserve it, for people that actually give back to you. And it's kind of like you're not unempathetic or detached, but it's kind of like you've learned to be realistic about situations to do with matters of the heart. You're not looking at things with rose-colored glasses. You're looking at things realistically. So if someone is showing red flags, you're not going to romanticize them to the point where a red flag looks green, you know. So I'm seeing people speak about you like that, where you've become more like wary of who you give your heart to. And it is a good thing, because I see them like comparing you to other lover girls or lover boys that are like delusionally in love with someone that's maybe not good for them, and how you broke that pattern or cycle where you weren't following in their footsteps. Does that make sense? I see that. You're cautious, but you're also courageous when it comes to like opening your heart. You're not going to close yourself off to love, but you're also like cautious about it. Like you're not just letting someone in on the first day. You're kind of taking your time with people and vetting people. And also just following your gut instincts with the High Priestess and the Moon. You're focusing on perhaps still having empathy for others, but not letting people take advantage of that empathy. So you know when to almost shut off your empathy. And I don't mean it in a way where it's a bad thing, but like let's say someone is taking advantage of your heart, pulling on your heartstrings. You know when to pull away. You can sense that energy immediately, and you're not going to continue giving in to them. Let's say someone is taking advantage of your generosity, trying to use you. You're not going to have compassion for them in a situation where you continue giving them to them because you feel sorry for them. You're going to take that energy back and be like, no, this is my boundary. Even though you're not very vocal, like, about your boundaries, you still pull back with the Queen of Swords reverse and what I'm just sensing energetically. And people are saying that you get over situations pretty fast, or you get over people pretty fast, and you don't seem like to talk about them or fixate on them a lot. People are also saying that you will be like patient and tolerant with a person, but there's also like a line at some point you will lose patience, and you will not like tolerate certain things if it like keeps happening, and if you keep being patient but nothing's happening or changing. And you don't want to be in situations where you're like walking on eggshells around a person, where you can't like be your true self around people. So people are saying it's very important for you to like find people you can be yourself around and just be free around, where you don't like have to filter what you're saying or doing to almost like please them. Like, you like to feel understood by people, but sometimes you've been in situations where you've been misunderstood. Like, I'm seeing you say a joke and then people misunderstand the joke. And then it's just like weird. I don't know. So people are also saying that you're not that focused on materialistic things, but since you're not focused on it too much or too hard, it's like it just comes to you because you're not wanting it. That's what people are saying. It's almost like, you know, when you see someone not want something and then they just get it. Like, someone else could want this promotion so badly and then they don't get it, and then it goes to a person that doesn't even want it. And that person may feel like it's unfair, but sometimes it's like when you don't want something, you just attract it to you because you're not that fixated on it. You get what I mean? And I feel like you've been doing that in certain situations where you've been attracting things that you're not necessarily looking for, but it just finds you. People are saying that you are kind of like that person that is self-sufficient. You don't need anybody. You want people to stay around, but you don't need them. And you're not going to break down if somebody leaves your life or, you know, hurts you. Like, yes, it will hurt in the moment, but it's not going to break you down completely and stop you from living your life. So there is an Aries in your life that wanted to compete with you on something. This doesn't have to be like a competition energy where it's like competing against you. It could be like playing a game and wanting to win. It could be like friendly competition, whatever it is, take it how it resonates. But I see the energy of competition, whether it's friendly or not. And it's almost like they're saying to people that you won fairly and that, like, good on you for winning. They're not a sore loser. That's what I see. People are also talking about your style, saying that your style is stylish, but it also looks luxurious, even if it's not. There was no hate to Geminis, but I'm seeing a deceptive Gemini trying to make it seem as though they're trying to help you or like be nice to you, but there was actually like more malicious motives or intent with them. Because I'm seeing the poisonous apple from Snow White. So it's almost like this person was trying to act as though they're helping you or give something nice to you, but they were actually doing it with malicious, harmful intent. What are they saying, Spirit? Okay, so it seems like you didn't take the bait. You didn't know what their plans were, but somehow like it never affected you. It's like you're very spiritually protected, and even though you didn't know what they were planning or doing, every time they tried to, it's like it never happened. So I'm now seeing on that note, I'm now seeing that movie. I'm trying to think what the name is. I think it's called Enchanted. With that lady, that actress that has like reddish hair. And so there's like this evil witch that keeps trying to like use her like minion or something to give her like the poisonous apple, and every time like she's about to eat it, like something happens and stops her from eating it. So there's something about being spiritually protected, almost like things not happening in their favor. This person's very confused. Like, why does this keep happening? Like, every time they try to mess with you, it's like something else interferes and stops it. And they're getting, like, very tired of this. Okay, weird, but that's what I see. There was also, some of you had, like, a controlling parent or parental figure. Because I'm seeing, like, an image of a controlling parent in my mind's eye, trying to control this child's life choices and decisions out of the name of like wanting to protect this child or adult child. And this child is not wanting to listen, wanting to take their own way, wanting to make their own decisions, but it's almost like this controlling parent is trying to force the child to live life the way they want them to live. So people are talking about the fact that you perhaps had a controlling parent that wasn't like accepting the choices you were trying to make. Older people kind of see this parent's perspective. I don't know why, but maybe they're almost like empathizing with this person and thinking maybe they didn't mean to do it like that. And I don't like it when sometimes like people empathize with the person that's like actively doing harm, because I know that some people try to look at it with the benefit of the doubt of like, oh, maybe they weren't trying to be harmful in this way, but sometimes that takes away from, I don't know if I'd call the person a victim, like the person like experiencing that, because I'm not sure if you felt like a victim in that situation, but like in situations where there's an actual victim and the other person, like the perpetrator, is being empathized with, it takes away from the severity of the situation. You get what I mean? So yeah, that's what I see. And then I see like younger people empathizing with you, which is strange, but that's what I see. So there's a lot of talk about that, like going around like with different groups of people that know you. On a lighter note, someone is congratulating you for some kind of win of yours, or some kind of win that they perceive is going to happen. And it seems like they're kind of like talking about how proud they are of you for this. Also, something about like using crystals. People could like talk about that if you're like a crystal girly or crystal guy. Just see this energy of like carrying crystals around you everywhere, or wearing crystals. Okay, so now I'm going to take a look at some zodiac signs and initials of the people speaking about you, and then we will end off there. So the first sign I'm seeing is Taurus. Seeing the initial Y, K, B, S, S again, N, getting Gemini energy again. I'm seeing someone that's very handy or works with their hands. I'm seeing someone that's kind of like a bookworm or book smart. I'm seeing a high maintenance person speak about you. And a very sexually liberated person speak about you. I'm also seeing someone that's like very into cooking. I'm seeing the initial A now. I'm also seeing someone that loves to go to the beach a lot or lives near the beach. And I'm also seeing someone that is smaller in stature. Now I'm seeing the initial H and T, K again, as well as M. I'm also seeing the Gmail logo, so perhaps someone could like message you or communicate with you and reveal something about the gossip. I'm also seeing Libra energy, Capricorn, Taurus again, and water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So that is all I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated, and I hope I gave you insights into the gossip on you and who's speaking about you. So yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.